Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a tag video. I haven't done one of these in quite some time, and I do love these kinds of videos because I feel like they give you an opportunity to learn more about me as a person as opposed to just like Rachel the shopaholic. And haul videos are fun, and so are favorites videos and all those kinds of videos, but I do love an opportunity to just talk to you guys and let you know a little bit more about me and kind of let my personality and some of my interests and hobbies shine through. So that's what today's video is going to be. It's going to be a tag video. And I found I'm dropping products everywhere. That's the third thing I just dropped in the last 10 seconds. But today's video is going to be a spring tag video. I feel like I've done about 4 or 5 of these, and so it's kind of hard to find a new one that doesn't have just like boring questions. So I did a little research and I found the spring tag video, so that is what we are going to do today. So if you're interested, then just keep on watching. So my first question, my favorite spring nail polish, which I just dropped, is definitely this color right here. And I love this shade. It's called Mint Candy Apple, which to me, mint is like a mint green color, and it definitely appears more as a baby blue on the nails. I've worn it a ton this spring, and I definitely love it. This bottle of Essie is almost finished, so I went through it fairly quickly, and I just loved it. It was kind of one of those nail polishes that pops on your nail, and every time I felt like I wore this particular nail polish, people would ask me what color is on your nails. So definitely a standout kind of color. I have this kind of peachy coral color on, and I feel like I've been rocking that for the last week, but I do love this one, and this one is definitely one of my favorites. So I'd have to go with, again, Essie's Mint Candy Apple. Okay, the next question I have is, what is your must-have lip color for spring? And that's, again, one of the items that I just dropped. I feel like I love to rock a coral lip color, and I love really any bold colors for spring and summer, but I guess I get more into bold colors as summer kind of comes into play. So for spring, I tend to stick with kind of like baby pinks and corals, kind of in like the pastel color range. A particular one that I was loving, this is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Antwerp. So that's what that looks like. Again, I just love these. The consistency is very creamy. You can kind of tell that they have this kind of doe foot applicator, which is very easy to apply. They don't have a very long wear time, but for the price point, these are only about $6 each. I find that the color payoff is very good. Again, you can kind of apply throughout the day. And another one that I was loving, I think I dropped one also. Where is it? Oh, here it is. This is the other color that I was wearing. It's a little bit more on the pink side than the coral side, but definitely still falls, I guess, sort of in that color range. This is a lippy stick by ColourPop Cosmetics. I love these lippy sticks. I have about 7 or 8 now in my collection. These colors I really love for days that I'm not going for a particular look. I just want a really pretty lip color. This one is sort of like a pink / coral shade, and this is the color Fetch. If you know Fetch from Mean Girls, you'll know why I had to have this lip color. I just think it's so funny. It's a beautiful shade. Let me see if I could swatch it for you guys. In fact, I'll swatch this one as well as the other one, Antwerp, that I just talked about, so you can kind of see. So that is the color Fetch. And again, the color payoff for these lippy sticks is really great. I mean, they're only $5 each. And so that is the color Fetch. And then the other one that I had just mentioned, Antwerp, which is that coral shade. And you can kind of see that's a little bit more of a warmer color, is this one right here. So that is the shade Antwerp, and again, I'm just loving those two shades. I've been rocking them a lot during the spring. The next question I have is, show us your favorite spring dress. So I have a ton of spring and summer dresses. Sundresses are kind of like my thing. And I definitely love, I always tell all my friends this, I love my summer clothing collection so much better than my winter. I just feel like I love all the sundresses and pastels and bright colors. So I have a ton of them, but I did pick out one that kind of just is very reminiscent of the look that I love rocking in the spring. It's this dress that I actually picked up for, as long as ago this seems, my graduation from grad school. That was in 2009, so I feel like that was forever ago. But it's this dress right here. Again, I just love anything kind of floral for the spring. And this dress, it's not very long, but it definitely comes to about the knee for me. I'm on the short side. And I just love the coral mixed with the bold floral pattern. It has this very feminine neckline with these kind of decorative buttons here. And then the back has a little peep back. You kind of tie this into a bow right here. And then it has this opening here where your back shows through. So it's a beautiful dress. I got this from Ooh La La Boutique in Babylon Village, and it's definitely a dress that I've worn pretty much every spring since I purchased it. What is your favorite scarf or accessory? So of course I love jewelry. I always have earrings in, or a necklace, or some kind of ring, but I have this one scarf that I do love rocking for the spring. I just love the pattern. I think it's beautiful for spring, so that's kind of what it looks like. I actually picked this up in Thailand last year. I think this is actually the side, so it appears a little bit brighter, but if you can see the print, it's just this beautiful floral pink, and I guess it's like a burgundy and white color. So I've worn this a couple times throughout spring, and it's just like a very easy scarf to pair because the colors are fairly neutral. I've worn it a couple different ways, but anything from like something like this to, I think I've also worn it like, you know, where you put it around the neck and then kind of just like drape it. So I've worn it a couple different ways, but I just love this scarf. It's like one of my favorites, and it was so inexpensive. The exchange rate for this high bot with the American dollar was just very good, so I got a lot for my money when I went there. What spring trend are you most excited about this year? Either makeup-wise or fashion or both. I don't know if it's a spring trend per se, but I've been kind of like rocking the girl next door / cowgirl look, where I rock a fairly neutral eye, whether it's like a gold shadow or a brown shadow with like a fairly, I don't want to call it a neutral lip, but something kind of understated, either like a coral or like a kind of nude color lip gloss with like a cowgirl hat and cowgirl boots and like jeans. So I'm not even sure if that's a trend. It's like a trend in Rachel land, so who knows where that lines up. But I am going to Nashville for Country Fest, and I feel like a lot of my inspiration is being drawn to that trip. So I'm kind of prepping and been thinking about different looks that I want to wear while I'm there, and so that is something I've definitely been rocking a lot during the spring. Favorite spring candle. My favorite spring candle, I'll have to go get for you. It's burning pretty much every night since I picked it up. So this is the scent Pink Sands. It's by Yankee Candle. It's probably my favorite Yankee Candle of all time. It's kind of fresh, but also has like a hint of sweetness and fruitiness at the same time. This is what the candle looks like. It's very popular. I've actually purchased the car scent in Pink Sands as well. I just love it in my home, in my car. If it was a perfume and I could wear it, that would probably be happening as well. But anyway, this is definitely my favorite scent for spring. What is my favorite body spray or perfume for the spring? So I don't really have a spring scent per se, but something that I've been rocking pretty much every day since I purchased it. This scent right here. This is the scent Love Me by Victoria's Secret. It comes in a bottle that looks like this. I loved it so much that I got the roller ball as well, so I can have it kind of easily accessible in my handbag. But I just love this scent. It's not super light, but it's not super dark either, so I feel like it's a versatile scent that you could probably rock in the winter as well as the summer. what is spring like where you live? So I live on Long Island in New York. Spring on Long Island is just heaven on earth. I don't know if we've been having exceptionally good weather, but the weather has been like in the mid 70s to low 80s with no humidity. It's just typically doesn't get very nice out until about Memorial Day. This year it came about a month early, so everyone that had cabin fever from the winter has kind of been like outside, windows down, like rocking iced coffees and just like probably already heading to the beach already or heading to their favorite waterfront spot to enjoy just like beautiful weather on Long Island. What's your favorite flower? I have so many favorite flowers. I mean, I love roses. I mean, what girl doesn't? But I definitely love colored roses. I find myself like gravitating towards like the pastel roses, especially like roses that you don't see all the time. Like I saw these purple or like lilac colored roses. They're absolutely stunning. So I love roses, and I would probably say if I had to have a runner-up, I would love hydrangeas. I don't know, they're just so beautiful and bright and vibrant colors and just like a big flower, and every time I see them they just make me super happy. So that's definitely would be my favorite flowers. What's your favorite thing about spring? My favorite thing about spring used to be iced coffee, as silly as that is. I just loved the time of year where you could just like have iced coffee and roll down your windows and like enjoy the beautiful fresh spring and summer air. But I kind of drink iced coffee year round, so I have to pick something new, I guess. So I guess my favorite thing about spring on Long Island is just being outdoors in general, whether it's going to the beach or going to Fire Island or going out to Montauk or like the Hamptons. There's so many great destination spots on Long Island to hang out in the summer that I would have to say that just being on Long Island, just like all those outdoor waterfront locations where you can grab a bite to eat or have a nice refreshing cocktail, whether it's like a margarita or a mojito or just, you know, being outside, being by the water and just being on Long Island and just kind of having all of that at your fingertips. Are you a spring cleaner? I feel like this was made for me. I'm definitely a spring cleaner. I'm kind of an OCD person to begin with, so my apartment is pretty much always clean, or it's always like a work in process because I'm always cleaning. But I definitely love to open up the windows, let in the fresh air, kind of like reorganize. So I definitely would say that I'm a spring cleaner in the fact that I love to reorganize and kind of revamp and just kind of like dust everything off and kind of give everything a once over. I'm definitely a spring cleaner, but I don't know, I would say that I'm probably on the verge of an OCD spring cleaner year round. If that's like a thing, that's what I am. Any plans for spring break or an upcoming vacation? So I kind of let you guys know that my trend for spring was the cowgirl, kind of like rocking that cowgirl look. And so that is obviously my upcoming trip. So excited to get out of New York just for like a second. I just want to kind of like have a new change of scenery. I haven't been away since Thailand in March of 2014, so it's definitely a trip that is well needed. I haven't been on vacation in quite some time, so I'm very excited, and I think that's it. So that completes this tag video. I think I answered everything. Hopefully you guys got to know a little bit more about me, and I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah. Bye.
Love is a funny thing. Takes you where you least expect it and throws you out to sea. Oh yeah, you can either choose to swim or surround yourself with water and let it take you